Everyone, today our social studies lesson is going to be on germs and hand washing. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why this is under social studies and not science. Well, I'm putting it under social studies because in kindergarten, one of our subjects that we have to learn about is being a good citizen. And right now, being part of being a good citizen is making sure that we aren't sharing our germs with anyone. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about different ways on how we don't share germs. The first way is to make sure that we're washing our hands. Now we're going to learn how to wash our hands correctly today because I'm sure many of you have been washing your hands, which is great, but we're going to make sure we're actually washing them to where the most germs are getting washed away. So that is the number one way not to spread germs, is to wash your hands. Also, sneezing into a tissue, or you can sneeze into your elbow. Now let's think about this. If you sneeze onto your hand, all your germs go on your hand. What do you touch with your hand? Everything. We touch everything with our hands. We touch the light switch, doorknobs, walls, toys, blankets, pillows, clothes, food, the remote control for the TV. We touch everything with our hands. So if we're sneezing into our hands, we're putting germs on all those things. If we sneeze into a tissue or into our elbow, we are less likely to spread germs. Because if we sneeze into our elbow, how much do you touch with your elbow? Like the inside of your elbow. Do you touch anything with the inside of your elbow? Not really, right? It's very rare, which is why that's a better place to sneeze. Our next one is to cough into your sleeve for the exact same reason that we just talked about for sneezing into your elbow. That's a safer body part that doesn't touch much. To tell someone when you feel sick. If you let them know you're feeling sick, they can take your temperature, make sure that you are staying home and resting instead of possibly getting other people sick with your germs. Germs are everywhere. We just can't see them. Germs are itty bitty. So you can't see when you're sharing germs because you can't really see them on your hand. They're tiny. So I have a little experiment to show you that kind of gives you the idea of what germs look like on your hands. We'll do that in a second. Dirty hands spread germs. So with this in mind, we're going to come over into the bathroom over here. Here we go. Right in here. I'm going to set you down. Mrs. Arnold has a bowl down in the sink, right? In this bowl is just water and pepper. The pepper is supposed to represent our germs. So when I stick my finger in, you're going to see how many germs my hand picks up just by touching something. So in this case, I'm touching water. If I were to touch the countertop, you can't really see any germs, right? Because germs are invisible, but this is allowing us to see them. So here we go. I'm going to stick my hand in. Look at how many germs I picked up, which really, it's just pepper. But we're going to pretend they're germs. Look at how many germs I picked up just by barely sticking my fingers in the water. Now, if I were to stick my whole hand, look at that. Now, imagine those are germs. If I were to go and touch the TV remote right now, I would be leaving all those germs on the TV remote. If I were to touch the light switch, I'd be leaving all those germs on the light switch. So the best way to get rid of germs is by washing our hands. So I'm going to move this. And actually, we're going to pour it out so I don't spill it everywhere. Pour the dirty water down the sink. Okay, so I still have the germs on my hand. When we wash our hands, we have to use soap. If you don't use soap, the germs aren't going to come off. So I'm going to get some soap. I have some soap in my hand. I'm going to get my hands wet a little. And I'm going to turn the water off so you can actually hear me. And I'm just going to rub that soap around. And as I'm rubbing the soap around, I'm going to sing my ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? If you sing your ABCs, then you have washed your hands long enough to get off the most amount of germs you can. So then you turn your water on, rinsed off the soap and all those germs, turn the water off, and look, my hands are clean again. So when we're washing our hands, there's two things. You need to make sure that you're washing them long enough. So that's number one, making sure you're washing them long enough. If you're singing your ABCs, then that will make sure that you're washing your hands long enough. But notice how I sang them normally. I didn't sing them at super speed. I sang them at a normal pace. Number two is making sure that you wash all parts of your hands. So you're washing the inside, wash between the fingers, washing the outsides, and between the thumbs. Washing between those thumbs is very important as well, because most of the times if you just wash like this, you never get in between your thumbs. So that part doesn't get clean. Another great thing is to do this with your hands, because then you're washing your fingertips as well. I hope you had fun learning with me on how to wash your hands, and I will see you all later. Bye.